What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at prime moment Gerrard. He came out yesterday and again another absolute beast of a prime moment. Personally, he is probably one of the lower rated, rated in the sense of actual people's opinion rather than his actual rating on his icon overall. I think Lampard and Gerrard came into the game this year and not a huge amount of people like them. He has got a 91, so that isn't terrible. This one obviously is a 92. He's standing at 1.6 mil on the Xbox and 1.53 mil on the PlayStation. That is the tradable version. And if you'd like to get him in the SBC, you're going to have to look into spend around about 1.2 to 1.3 mil on both consoles for this card. He then, to do the SBCs, you need an 83, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 rated squad. Or the 83 to 87 rated squads need 1 inform, the 88 need none. Obviously you do need to give in a legend on this card, which racks up the price quite a lot. And then obviously you do need the 3 pretty much basic requirements of the bronze team, silver team, and then the world class team that needs 2 informs and just 9 rares. So relatively okay. It's one of the cheaper ones of the SBCs that require a legend or an icon. So I'm not too fussed about that. You do get around about 5 to 550k worth of packs back. So pretty much just over half, depending on how easily you do him, to get him. Obviously the icon is the main thing. If you've got untradeable icons, you can obviously cut this requirement by 400-500k. I'm not too sure how much icons are actually going for. It's saying on here, actually 330 it's saying is the lowest icon you can get. So obviously that is a big chunk of it. It takes it down to 900k without that. So let's get into the review. I'll then talk about, obviously, is it worth it? What should you do? What should not you do? What should you do? All that kind of good stuff. But before we do this, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more content. Foot birthdays are still on the go. We're going to absolutely smash it today and tomorrow, and then I think I'm going to start to tail them off a little bit so there's not too many uploads. But for the start of this promo, I really want to go ham on it and really go for it. So subscribe for all that. Comments and all that will be replied to, and playlists will be down below if you want to see any other player reviews. So for prime moment Gerrard, he's got a 3-star on his skill moves and weak foot. He is right-footed, standing at 6 foot tall, and he has a high attack and work rate and a medium defensive work rate. So for me, already looking at the base kind of stats on this card, he's got 92 shooting as well as passing. He's got 87 dribbling, 86 physical, 80 defending and pace. He's looking more kind of a player that's going forward, more your long shots kind of card, which again is never terrible. I do like a card that can long shot, and he does have that in abundance. So we're going to go into it. We'll discuss all the attributes. We'll then look at any sort of chem stars that we can kind of produce with him, and then we'll go for what he's good at, what he's not good at, and his overall rating. So let's get in it. So attributes wise, personally for me, pace is 80, very average. I can deal with it, like I've said in numerous amount of reviews. I don't think you need every player at 90 rated pace. You can have 80, for me, is perfectly enough. Obviously, there is some people that he'll come up against that will absolutely trounce him, but that's just the game in general. I feel like his ability overall outweighs that pace, and we'll see more of that when we get into the stats. But I think for me, Gerrard isn't about the pace, and if you use him in the way that he should be, which is a very, very good passer / expert long shots, you're going to play with him really, really well. So 80 pace, 86 physicality. He has 75 jumping, we can disregard that. 92 stamina, which is absolutely fantastic. 87 aggression and 83 strength, which is, it's decent. Obviously it's not in that high end, but it will definitely do for this sort of card. He's 6 foot, so he's got something about him. He's got a bit of height in there, and he's got a bit of strength, which is always really, really nice. His defensive stat isn't entirely great. Obviously, he is a centre mid, so he kind of can go two ways. For me, I have a CDM as well as 2 CMs and a cam, so I'm more looking for kind of a mid-range player, kind of like this, very much like Seedorf and players like that sort of caliber, like Pogba. They can go forward, sometimes they can come back, and even if, say, I have this card being my more attacking centre mid, and then have the other centre mid being the more defensive one, that is always a possibility to look at it. And this card for me is better going forward than coming back. Not to be fair, he has got a very nice shot on him, but it's not all about the shooting for this sort of card. I want him to be able to pass. I want him to be able to dominate that midfield and really put a presence on it, and I think he did very, very well at that. So we'll get into that, but we'll look at some of his high-rated stats. He's got 89 reactions, 93 ball control, 87 dribbling, and 88 composure. So again, that's lovely on his 87 dribbling. He has got very low-ish 73 and 70 agility and balance. Does feel a little bit clunky dribbling in the sense of he's not spinning around doing Ronaldinho type stuff. He's not doing all that, so he's more very basic, very get the ball to someone and we'll move on like that, where he's a very good passer of the game, and I think that is highlighted in this card very, very well. So we'll look at his shooting and then we'll look at his passing. So he's got 90 attacking positioning, 89 finishing, 95 shot power, 98 long shots, and 91 volleys. Again, that is phenomenal. Really, really good shooting. Obviously, that 98 long shot as well with 95 shot power is phenomenal. Very, very nice to hit one with him. Then he has 90 vision, 89 crossing, 94 short pass, 96 long pass, and 86 curve. So you can see right there, his passing game is on point. You whack if someone on that wing, the other side of the wing is going for that run, he'll ping it straight to him. It's absolutely phenomenal, his pass. And again, it was pretty much like that in real life. So I feel like they've definitely captured this card very, very nicely. For me, Gerrard is all about that on the floor. Well, to him anyway, he's very much on the floor, pass it across, go for them through balls, do all that. He's not much of a skiller. He's not much of kind of fancy flicks here and there. He's he's one of the old, like one of the, I'm trying to figure the word. He's like one of the old mentality kind of players where it's just get the ball on the floor and let's play. He's one of them, but he's kind of like the last one surviving in the game. Obviously now he's retired, but in his prime moment is absolutely fantastic. So what chem style would you use? Personally, I struggle with these because everyone's stats are so jacked. Personally, for me, basic actually couldn't do too badly. You get 82 pace, 94 shooting, 95 passing, 91 dribbling, 83 defending, and 88 physical. Obviously, it depends on where you want to get him. If you're going to put him, say, as a cam, and you want him more as the attacking person, you could put the catalyst on him to get him 89 pace and 98 passing. You could put the Hunter on him, which for me is a little bit of a letdown because obviously his shooting's already pretty tasty. You could then go with a Hawk as a cam and get 96 shooting, 91 physical, and 84 pace. I really struggle with these sort of cards because obviously everything's pretty jacked already, and you don't want to use a chem style that focuses on such a high stat. And most of them that have multiple stats increase, it's normally one that's already pretty jacked. So for me, basic seems to do pretty alright. It gets all the stats up. Everything's already, again, really, really nice. I'd possibly look at that. Obviously, it depends on the position that you're going for. If you want more pace on him, you can do that. If you want more defending, if he's going to be more of a very level centre mid that he can attack and defend, you could go with, say, a shadow card. There's very, very lots of options for this. There's not just one set way, where as a player normally, if he's fast, you can go for finisher, you can go for sniper or marksman. Everything's really good, so it all depends on what you want. Let me know down below what you think his chem style should be. I've still got, I think, 1 or 2 games left with him, so let me know down below what you think and I'll try him out like that and let you know how that got on. So what did I like, what didn't I like, and what is the overall rating of this card? Well, for me, his pace was average. I felt like there was no hindrance in it. I don't think it really cost him much in the game. He seemed to be everywhere. He ran around quite nicely. He intercepted. He got the ball back. He was pinging balls. He was shooting. It was a nice card to play with. I must admit the kind of the enjoyability. Yeah, is that funability? Well, what I like about him is that these prime moments are fun to play with, and that is something that I'm really stressing with these. They may not be the most not desirable, best obtainable cards, but when you do get the loan cards, when you get them here and there, or you've managed to just finish one, they're really, really fun to play with. They're absolutely fantastic. Obviously, they do open up extra slots in your team for possibly linking people. That's always a nice option. Like for me, I believe I have Rashford and Walker, who both English, both get a super strong link with him. it's all nice to see, and I really enjoy that factor on Prime Moments. Gerrard in general was top dollar. I've not used any of his other versions, which I think for FIFA 20 I'm going to focus on actually managing to get onto the different versions of the icons, so I can actually make this a little bit more criticism into the sense of 1.6 mil for this card, 840 for his prime. Is there much difference, or am I just okay getting his prime, and that would probably be it? Obviously, there is a bit of a stat difference. I think everything's upgraded by either 3 or 2. So you do get quite a decent overall difference for just one rating. So for me, if you're doing the SBCs like how I'm doing them, I'm just doing them bit by bit. Just putting people in here and there, getting the packs out of them and just recycling. Trying to get all of them done, so either I've got the icon left or the top rated squad, and then eventually I'll do them all, and then you'll have a team of Prime Moments. I think that's the best way. Obviously, if you've already got one, let me know down below who you have got, who have you decided that's going to be your one. We are waiting for absolutely some mega Prime icons coming soon. I've got a really nice one coming as well. I don't think you'll have seen him in my club just yet. I got him in the objectives, so that's going to be a really good one. And we can't wait for that. And he isn't in SBCs yet, so that means I'm going to get another loan version of him, and he is phenomenal. So keep tuned for that. I think I'm going to release that later on today. I think I'm going to do a FUT birthday after this review, and then we'll go back to the primes, and then we'll absolutely smash every single FUT birthday card going. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, please smash that like button. It means an absolute massive amount to me. You've already been doing incredible. The support on all these reviews have been absolutely sensational, so I can't do nothing but thank you all for that. Keep subscribing, keep going. We're nearly at 2k, which I cannot wait for, so keep doing that for me, and I'll keep making these reviews. And peace.